Hello mga ka-freelancer, at ito na nga po yung continuation ng ating Annual ITR tutorial, and para po to dun sa mga naka-graduated rates with optional standard deduction. So, i-remind ko na lang din po kayo na may bago pong inilabas ang BIR na update for the eBIRforms. So, make sure to update yours bago ka pa mag-file ng kahit anong tax return. Kung naaalala nyo, nung pong January nito lamang pong 2020, actually nag-release na din po sila ng version 7.5. And then as of March 2020, ang bago na po is 7.6. And base po sa mga comments na nabasa ko dito sa YouTube, napansin ko na marami po pala sa inyo yung naka-encounter ng error habang dina-download yung zip file from the website. So siguro isa yun sa dahilan kung bakit in-update ulit nila. And so, para malaman mo naman kung paano i-update or i-install yan, ipopost ko po yung video link sa may description sa baba. You can check that out. Tapos balikan mo na lang tong video na to. Tapos once na matapos mo na yung pag-update, just continue watching the video para matutunan mo naman kung paano mag-file ng Annual ITR. So, I'll be using a non-existing PIN for tutorial purposes. If this is your first time to use the eBIRforms, kailangan mo pong fill upan yung lahat ng information. If not, just key in your PIN and hit tab on your keyboard para mag-auto-populate lahat ng information. Since this guide is for those na naka-graduated rates with optional standard deduction, under list of BIRforms, ang kailangan nyo pong hanapin is yung BIRform 1701A Annual Tax Return New. Ito po yun. So, be sure to select the correct form para hindi mo na kailangan mag-amend pa ng return at para iwas penalty. And once you have it selected, click Fill Up and then click OK. Let's start with bullet number 1 for the year. So, nakaset to sa kasalukuyang taon, kaya be sure to change it to the previous year kasi what we're filing for is yung kinita natin noong nakaraang taon. For number 2, amended return, select yes kung pangalawang beses mo na to dahil yung una mong i-file na 1701 is may mga mali and you wanted to make correction. Select no naman kung first time mo palang magpa-file. For number 3, short period return, no, kasi natapos naman natin yung buong isang taon. Pero nagiging yes lang naman yan kung sakasakaling yung isang business is nag-file ng cessation or closure in the middle of the year. O kaya yung mga freelancers na nag-switch back na into being employed, magtatrabaho na sila sa isang pribadong kumpanya. So yung employer na nila yung magbabayad ng tax sa gobyerno. And ayaw nilang maklasify as a mixed income earner. So, for number 4 and number 5, skip natin yan. Punta tayo sa number 6, taxpayer type, single proprietor or professional. Yung mga professional, yan yung mga self-employed na attorney, yung mga nakaregister sa PRC like attorney, doctors, dentists, etc. So, sa professional, ito yung pagpipilian. Tapos, kapag naman single proprietor, ito yung pagpipilian. So, since this is for graduated rates, ito yung pipiliin natin, yung nasa taas. And kung mapapansin mo, sa number 19, nag-automatic selection na siya under graduated rates with OSD. So, let's skip number 8 and number 9. Let's go to number 10, date of birth. And then, skip number 11, go to number 12, citizenship. Okay, sa number 30 naman, claiming foreign tax credit, select your choice. If yes, fill up number 14. And then sa number 15, skip mo yan. Number 16, select your civil status. So, kung mapapansin mo, kapag single yung pinili mo sa number 16, naka-disabled si 17 at saka si 18. So, once you select married, pwede mo na siyang sagutan. So, if married, spouse's income, yes or no. So, if you select no, hindi mo pa rin makiklik si number 18. Pero kung merong income yung iyong spouse and you select yes, papipiliin ka kung ikaw ay magjo-joint filing or separate filing. Pag naka-joint filing, mapapansin mo na-activate yung column B for spouse. Pero pag nag-separate filing ka, mag-disable siya kasi ibig sabihin, magfa-file kayo separately or individually. So, balik ko lang po yung civil status into single and skip na natin yung number 19 kasi nga po, nag-automatic selection na kanina. Again, we're filing for graduated rates with OSD as method of deduction. For Part 2, total tax payable, we're gonna skip this as well. Magkakaroon naman po yan ng mga entries later pag na-fill up na po natin yung page 2. For Part 3, details of payment, ito po yung portion para sa mga magbabayad sa bangko or what we call AAB or sa Municipal Collection Officer, sila po yung mag-fill up nito. So, let's now proceed on page 2. All you have to do is just click on the next button. So, dito sa page 2, kung mapapansin mo sa part 4B, from 47 to 56, naka-disable siya kasi para to doon sa mga naka 8% income tax rate. So, ito yung kagandahan ng gumagamit ng eBIRforms kasi less mistake kumpara sa mga nagma-manual filing. Sa pamamagitan nito, hindi ka na magkakamali mag-fill up dito sa part na to. Kasi ang kailangan mong fill upan is itong part 4A for graduated rates with OSD from 36 to 46. And then, kailangan mo ring fill upan yung part 4C, which is 57 to 65. Yung part 5, which is background information on spouse, para yun sa mga mag-asawang nagjo-joint filing. So, let's start with number 36, sales revenues receipts. I-total mo yung kinita mo mula January 1 hanggang December 31 ng 2019. So, let's say for example, 300,000. Tapos sa 37, less sales returns, allowances, or discounts. So, I think applicable to dun sa mga businesses na usually nagbibigay ng discount sa mga senior citizen or PWD. So, for freelancers like me, hindi siya applicable. So, I'm gonna leave it blank. Kaya, kung mapapansin mo sa number 38, net sales or revenues, 300,000 pa rin siya kasi wala namang nabawas. And, kung mapapansin mo, nag-auto-compute na siya, hindi mo na kailangan gumamit ng calculator. So, isa to sa magandang feature ng eBIRforms kasi constantly nga ina-upgrade siya ng BIR. So, dati hindi naman din ganito eh. Kailangan mo pa rin siyang lagyan ng entries. So, ngayon hindi na kasi nga nag-auto-compute na. And then, sa number 39 naman, less allowable deduction, optional standard deduction, OSD, 40% of number 38. So, kinompute na ulit, inoto-compute na yung 40% ng 300,000, kaya ang value is 120,000. And ito yung advantage nung mga naka-OSD compared sa itemized deduction kasi hindi mo na kailangang isa-isahing ilista kung ano-ano yung mga deduction na yan kung bakit ka umabot ng 120,000 pesos. So, pabor na pabor to dun sa mga maliliit lang yung cash disbursement tulad ng mga binabayaran nating internet expense, sa kuryente or sa monthly contribution natin. Kumbaga kasi, mas malaking deduction, mas maliit na income, at mas maliit na tax na babayaran. Although, it doesn't mean na hindi mo na kailangan mag-record sa iyong cash disbursement book kasi kailangan mo pa rin yun para makapag-produce ng financial statement tulad ng balance sheet or income summary na kailangan mo rin namang i-attach sa iyong annual income tax return at the end of the year. Okay, so moving on, sa number 40, net income, yung net sales minus allowable deduction, 300 minus 120 is equals to 180,000 pesos. And then, sa 41 and 42, nakalagay, add other income specify below. Not applicable naman sa akin to. Siguro, ito yung sa mga business na yung kita nila is in-invest nila in other investment like foreign exchange, etc. Sa number 43, amount received or income by a partner from General Professional Partnership or GPP. Siguro ito applicable to dun sa mga individuals na nag-engage into partnership, nag-invest lang pero hindi part ng operations. And then at the end of the year kasi may profit sharing dyan. Kung magkano yung kinita, hinahati-hati sa kung ilan lahat yung nag-partner din sa negosyo na yun. Alright. So, since again, not applicable sa akin yan, I'm gonna leave it blank. Kaya sa total other income, wala namang akong nilagay, so 0 pa rin. And then sa number 45, total taxable income, 180,000 pa rin kasi wala namang ibang nadagdag. At kung titingnan mo tong number 46, a tax due, makikita mo 0 siya. Alamin natin kung paano yan nakuha. Tignan natin yung new train income tax table. So, 180,000 yung ating taxable income. Dito tayo sa bracket na 250,000 and below at ang katumbas niya na tax rate is none or 0. Pero dahil nga kada taxpayer, syempre iba-iba tayo ng sahod. For sure, iba-iba din yung magiging taxable income natin. Kaya, dito ka magbabase sa tax table na to kung anong rate yung ita-times mo dun sa taxable income. Ito yung pinaka-computation, naka-specify na rin dyan. And although yung ating form is nag-auto-compute na, syempre importante pa rin na alam mo kung paano ba kino-compute yung ating tax. So, bigyan ko kayo ng isa pang example. Let's say 500,000 yung kinita sa buong taon. Kung mapapansin nyo, magkakaroon agad ng pagbabago dahil nga nag-auto-compute na siya. Naging 300,000 yung ating taxable income. So, kung titingnan natin yung tax table or income tax table, dito tayo sa bracket na 250,000 to 400,000, which is yung tax rate is 20% of excess over 250,000. So, 300,000 minus 250,000 is 50,000 times 20%, kaya nakuha yung halagang 10,000. So, ganyan kino-compute yung tax. So, your tax computation really depends on how much your total taxable income is. So, let's now proceed to Part 4C, tax credits or payments. So, for this part, kakailanganin mo ng mga supporting documents para dito. Let's start off with the bullet number 57, prior year's excess credits. If, just in case meron kang overpayment last year and it shows na maging tax credit siya for the following year. So, dyan mo ilalagay yon. For number 58, tax payments for the first 3 quarters. Kung naaalala nyo, nagfa-file tayo every quarter ng income tax. So, kung meron ka mang binayaran during those first 3 quarters, first, second, and third, i-total mo lang yun yung ilalagay mo dyan. And then sa number 59, creditable tax withheld for the first 3 quarters, applicable to sa mga freelancers na yung employer nila yung nagbabayad ng tax para sa kanila. So kung meron mang binayaran yung employer mo during the first 3 quarters, dyan mo ilalagay sa 59. At kung meron man silang ibinawa sa iyo during the 4th quarter, dun mo naman ilalagay sa number 60. And for both these items, kakailanganin mo ng supporting documents or attachment na manggagaling sa kanila. So be sure to coordinate with your employer to get a copy para i-attach dito sa yung annual ITR. And then sa number 61, tax paid in return previously filed if this is an amended return. So, naka-disabled sa akin yan kasi first time ko palang magpa-file. Pero if sa case mo is amended return at meron kang binayaran, dun mo ilalagay sa number 61. For number 62, foreign tax credits, only if applicable. Tas pati na rin sa number 63, other tax credits or payments specify, again, only if applicable. Now, for me, number 64, tinotal lahat, dahil yun lang naman ang nilagyan ko yung number 58. So, tinotal lahat to, yung, ayan, ang total niya is 2,000. And then, going to number 65, net taxable, kaya siya naging 8,000 kasi yung yung tax due na 10,000 binawasan ng tax credits or payments na 2,000, kaya naging 8,000. So, let's go to page 1. Mapapansin mo na transfer yung mga information from page 2 papunta dito sa total tax payable. So, number 20, tax due, 10,000, less total tax credit or payments, 2,000, tax payable, 8,000. And then sa number 23, less portion of tax payable allowed for second installment to be paid on or before October 15, 50% or less of item 20. So, baga binapayagan ka ni BIR na magbayad through installment basis, dalawang beses. April 15 yung una and October 15 yung pangalawa, unless magkakaroon ng extension of deadlines. So, make sure na lagi kang updated about those dates. So, yung 4,000 na nilagay mo dyan sa number 23, yan yung babayaran mo ng October 15. At yung matitira sa 24, yun naman yung babayaran mo ngayong April 15. So, sabi dito, 50% of item 20. 50% is 5,000. So, pwede na yung 4,000. Kasi, allowed naman yan. Okay. So, pagdating naman sa penalties sa 25, 26, and 27, let's say meron kang surcharge na 1,000 and compromise na 500. I haven't studied the penalties yet. So, hindi ko pa masyadong naiintindihan yan. Kaya I would recommend na go ahead and check with your RDO kung sakasakaling may penalty ka. Usually, yung mga may penalty lang naman is yung mga nag-late filing, nag-amend ng return, and yung may mga open cases. And just make sure na kung alam mong may penalty kang babayaran, bayaran mo na siya agad kasi pwede rin niya mag-earn ng interest per year or per annum. So, yon. Kaya, let's say wala akong penalties. Kung meron ka man penalties, madadagdag yan dun sa iyong babayaran. So, for now, sa number 28.0, sa number 29, total amount payable, 4,000. And sa number 30, aggregate amount, dahil wala namang nadagdag sa column B. So, dito naman sa if overpayment, mark 1, box only. Once the choice is made, the same is irrevocable. So, ito, ano pa to? Disabled pa to. Kasi hindi naman tayo overpayment. Ano nga ba yung itsura pag overpayment? Let's go back to page 2. And let's say, for example, meron din akong overpayment last year na pinili kong gawing tax credit ngayong taon. So, kung mapapansin mo, nag-negative 1,000 siya. Okay, so, wait. Burahin ko tong installment kasi hindi tayo mag-i-installment dahil nga overpayment siya. Alright. So, ayan. Kung mapapansin mo, yung tax payable is negative 1,000. So, the negative sign indicates that it's an overpayment. Kaya dito sa baba, mamimili ka if overpayment. Kung gusto mo bang ma-refund, maka-receive ng tax credit certificate, or maka-read over siya as a tax credit for next filing, next year or next quarter. So, for tax credit certificate and refund, kailangan mo pang pumunta ng RDO mo. So, hassle yun. So, mas advisable talaga yung maka-read over siya as a tax credit. At least, pwede mo siyang ikaltas doon sa susunod mong annual ITR or sa next quarter, which is this coming first quarter. So, yeah. Okay, so let me just revert it back to its original values. And then let's validate. Okay, validate successful, ibig sabihin wala tayong na-miss na information. So, before you finally submit the copy, do a quick recap para tignan kung meron ka bang maling na ilagay, just to make sure. Pero if everything is okay, click submit final copy. So, please ensure that you have internet access and a valid email address is indicated in your tax return. Click OK. And then OK. So, during this process, kailangan stable yung internet connection mo. And otherwise, magwa-warning naman yan, may magpa-pop up. And then, it would ask you to resubmit your form. So, let's just wait. Ayan. So, submit successful. Ibig sabihin, yan. Okay. So, hihintayin mo na lang yung email confirmation. Sometimes, napupunta siya sa spam folder. So, be sure na i-add mo si BIR sa yung email contacts para direkta siyang mapupunta sa inbox mo. If GCASH or other electronic payment channels ang gagamitin mo, pwede kang magbayad kahit wala pa yung email confirmation. And then, kung sa AAB or Municipal Collection Officer ka naman magbabayad, kailangan mong hintayin yung email confirmation. Bakit? Kasi kailangan mo rin i-print out yon kasi isa yun sa mga requirements na kailangan mong i-attach doon sa mga forms. Note, there will be some delays in email. Usually, nangyayari lang yan pag malapit na talaga yung due date kasi dagsa yung nag-electronic filing. So, dito, kung gusto mo namang mabasa yung tungkol sa e-services, e-payment channels, click here. Otherwise, click close. So, now we're done with our electronic filing. Our next step is to print copies of this form in triplicate copies yan. So, kung ikaw ay magbabayad sa EAB or Municipal Collection Officer, pero kung electronic payments naman yung gagamitin mo, you can just save this as a PDF file on your desktop, and then I will post the video tutorial on how to do that on the description box below, so please check that out. Ito po yung itsura ng confirmation email from BIR, and if you'll notice, yung timestamp, ayan, 10:40 na ako nag-file. And then, na-receive ko siya in just a few minutes. 10:35 p.m. na-receive ko na po yung confirmation. So, that's very quick. And kung ikaw ay, again, magbabayad sa EAB or Municipal Collection Officer, you'll also have to print copies of this confirmation email. 3 kopya din po. So, ayan guys, natapos na tayo mag-file ng ating annual ITR, and ang next step naman natin is bayaran yung ating tax obligation. So, I'll show you guys kung paano nga ba natin babayaran ang ating tax gamit ang GCash. So, to proceed, please refer to the video description below at i-click mo yung part 3 ng video tutorial na to.